Welcome to New Realities. I'm Alan Steinfeld. I'm very happy to be back with Shelley Sullivan. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like you're an old friend.
I know.
No, you've done so much great work on the planet, you know, activating your energetic body, your awakening, your transformation, and you're here to awaken others.
Definitely.
So let's talk about like some of the activations you've been through, you know, like you're meeting the extraterrestrials. Tell that story again, because if you don't mind.
Okay, so I had a dream experience. I call it a dream experience because it happens while I'm in a sleep state, but it's actually a higher dimensional experience. And this particular one that I recall was I was in with the extraterrestrials in a light ship and on a crystal bed where they were running tests on my blood work as well as my light body. And so I was in the holographic ship, but actually I was still within my own bedroom, so it's like dimensional.
Yeah.
And I was lying there, and they had needles inside my foot and my thigh,
Right.
where they were taking the blood work and doing the crystallized etheric body testing. That's the best way I could describe it.
Right.
And I came to at a point where I had awoken because the discomfort from the needles in my foot. And so I woke up, but I couldn't open my physical eyes. I could only see with my third eye. And what I did see was a staff of scientists and medical doctors of extraterrestrial race doing running tests on me from the holographic ship. I couldn't see their faces, and I just remember having a lot of questions. You know, I wasn't afraid, but I had a lot of questions. Why am I here? What's going on? Et cetera, et cetera. So eventually the testing was done, and that's when I came back into my light body, and I was back in my body in bed, and that's where even though I was back in my body, it took me about 10 minutes to open my eyes again. They felt like they were glued shut, and as well as my body was paralyzed, so I couldn't move, but I was yet aware with my mind and in my body. Right. So finally around 10 minutes or so went by, and I could move and open my eyes, and I realized I just had a real experience with the extraterrestrials, which I'm in contact with frequency-wise.
What do they want us to know?
They're trying to help Earth Gaia ascend into a higher consciousness, which we've already done. Earth is on its way.
Earth is, but not the humans, right?
Humans are getting there. Like the light workers are there, the first wave, and it's going to happen fast now for many others who choose, and their soul has chosen the ascension journey.
The soul has so everyone's soul who wants is choosing to ascend at this time. But how do we do it? What's the process of our ascension?
Well, basically, you have to raise consciousness via mind, body, spirit, and that's where my expertise come in. And I teach people on clearing, detoxifying, and raising your vibrational frequency on various different modalities, and that's living a holistic lifestyle and being responsible for what you think, feel, and exude.
And this is coming from the Arcturians, huh?
Yeah, well, they're here. They don't think of it in that terms. They're here to see how we're doing. They're actually pretty surprised. The ET race and the angelic race is surprised how far we've come, and we've turned this situation with Earth around.
Wow. So they are surprised. We have come far.
Yes.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
That we're actually, what's made the difference? Why are people waking up now?
The light workers on the Earth carrying the light.
Oh, so that's having an effect, like a ripple effect.
As well as the truth embargoes.
Oh, the change in truth. But also tell me about the angelic realm, because the angels are here to express the love.
Yeah, the angelic realm is always here to service us and help us with messages of guidance, raising our vibrational frequency and guiding us on a path that our soul has meant to choose here on Earth. And we have to ask them for intervention. We can't just expect for them. They have to have an invitation to help us. So I have various experiences. Because my vibration is so high, I can host the angelic higher frequency within my field, and they show themselves to me, and they come through in angelic diamond frequencies of geometric shapes and serpent, rainbow colors, silvers, whites, high vibration.
But how did your field get so hot? How did you were able to increase your vibration by listening to your guidance?
Listening to my higher self, which basically came into my body, took over, and guided me on the path that I need to go for ascension.
Really, but everyone's here to do this now.
Well, everyone is, but it's whether or not you choose to do it.
So the angels are here to open us up in the place of love.
Definitely, yes.
Love and peace.
And there's earth angels like myself.
Right. How do you know you're an earth angel?
Because I can fly around out of body.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that. That's really exciting. So,
well, when I was born, I was a higher dimensional being, and I would fly around often. Like when I was 7 years old, my game was flying down the stairs out of body, looking back at my body and saying, what's taking so long?
Wow.
Or playing hide and go seek, and I'm flying around the park, finding my friends, and then going back into body and finding
So you
them.
had that facility to go in and out of your body automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And then you forgot that.
Yes, I suppressed it, programming, parental programming, school, immunization also contributes, and just wanting to fit into the social structure.
And now you're not worried about fitting in, right?
No, I'm standing in my truth with great conviction.
Good. So those are really key aspects of this activation of this light body. So how can we follow that guidance? How can we hear it? How can we bring it out of us, you know?
Well, focus on clearing the energetic field within your body, your chakra system, not just the 7 chakra system. We are being activated to 12 DNA and higher, so we want to focus on a 12-13 chakra system.
Yeah.
And you want to clear the energy fields within. Listening to guidance is within your ear chakras, your temple. So literally sit there and do the work and clear the energy fields, or ask a professional to help you, a healer to help you do that. And spend a lot of time connecting with your spirit.
What about magic? You talk about living in a world of magic, and I think magic is possible. I think the synchronicities that we experience are magic. How would you talk about that?
Well, for me, my magic really set in when I reached the highest frequency point, which I'm at now, and in the past year. And I did heighten my frequency by choosing to do things that will do that, like spend time barefoot in nature, under the sun, eating holistic foods, keeping myself only interacting with high vibrational other beings and such, as well as being responsible for what I expose myself to and what I allow to be exposed into my energy field to maintain a high vibration. And therefore, magic falls into place. Like your whole life becomes synchronistic. I can give you
give me some examples of synchronicities.
Oh, synchronicities would be just
of magic.
Well, the biggest synchronicity that happens with me is with my twin flame. I've been shown who this person is over and over through signs of magic, like alchemical magic changing with numbers before my eyes, or the computer in front of me being manipulated to show their picture or show me guidance that this is going to be happening. So a lot of magic has been with my twin flame, because that's part of my mission, is to teach about twin flames, as well as...
What do you want to teach about twin flames?
The whole journey on how to actually merge with your twin flame etherically and then on a physical level.
So how do we merge? Oh, talk about that, because I think that's a really big piece, how to merge with our twin flame. First, because our twin flames aren't always present, but they're always present in our consciousness, in our soul.
Yeah, we are soul beings that we're one from the first creation of the monad group. And in my case, so we were the first individual spirit that was created by God Creator, and then we're split into 2 souls, and from there we've had thousands of lifetimes over millions of years.
Exactly.
So now, within this time of ascension, we are our mission is to come back into one spirit of light.
To merge back with your soul, to make a whole soul.
Yes. So the 2 aspects of feminine and masculine, of him and me, which are whole. Self-love is completed. Self-mastery is completed. Then you're able to come together, which in my case has already been manifested and happened in the higher 5th and 4th dimension.
Right.
So now it's down to the physical merge, which happens synchronistically.
And so the teaching, though, is what you told me, is like everything gets exposed. You have to really look at yourself, right?
Yeah, you have to look at the shadow self. You have to go through the dark night of the soul. You have to clear thousands of years of programming, false programming of the structures that we are surrounded by.
And how do we do that?
You follow the guidance from your higher, you tap into spirit.
you tap into spirit and
Yep. Follow the guidance, and they will show you step by step how you have to go.
And what was the meditation you did last time when we were here?
I can take you through a beautiful meditation.
Yes,
right
do
now.
that. Do it.
You like that?
Take us through a meditation.
Okay, so first we're just going to sit, take a deep breath, ground your feet onto the ground, have your spine straight, and just start to visualize each of your cells in your body bathing in high-frequency solar light. Acknowledge all your cells and visualize them happy and expanded and bathing in this solar light from the sun. And now focus on individual organs in your body, like go to the liver and send this light to the liver, the cells, and actually watch the transformation of happiness and joy. And do this with your kidneys, your pancreas, your lungs, and of course your heart. And then connect all that light into the brain. So now you're in a higher frequency of love right now. And connect the roots from growing from your feet down into the earth, into the center soul star of the earth, the new earth. And wrap your roots around that soul star and take in the light, instantaneous zap of light into the body, up the body, into the heart, and expand the heart with the solar light. And then visualize on the 13th chakra, soul star light there, another sun, beaming into your crown chakra through the chakras, emotional, mental, I am presence, coming in through your crown, filling your brain, sinuses, ears, expanding with light, coming down through your throat chakra, shoulders, back, expanding with light until it connects in your heart and you expand even further so you have a ball of light around your whole body. Deep breathing, don't forget to breathe, and just feel the light frequency. You're connected, and now you're going to visualize a violet chamber of light being structured around your body in a chamber of light temple. It's going to come up your body from your feet, through your calves, your knees, surrounding you, penetrating you with the violet light, up past your hips, your stomach, the heart, and then it forms a temple on the top of your head. From there, visualize the rainbow frequencies of a Merkaba geometric shape around your body that expands as far as wide as you feel it should. And these rainbow colored lights are just zapping around in frequencies around your body, raising your vibration, protection. And then from the soul sun creator, bring that down in through your crown chakra. You're connected now with Source, expanding out as far and wide as you feel your grid is lighting up. You can go around the whole earth with this light. And then you're going to cleanse all your chakras, starting with the root. Visualize the bright red root chakra, clear with no debris. The light's clearing it away. Then we go to the sacral, orange, joyous, creative light. Expand it, bigger than a grapefruit or a basketball. Take it up to the solar plexus, citrine, diamond light. Into the heart chakra where you see green emerald light shining. Keep spreading the light until it's clear and shining bright like a diamond color. up into the throat, sapphire blue. Clear the throat chakra. Speak your truth with conviction and listen. And then bring it up into the third eye, which is your purple chakra. Color and see all these chakras spinning clockwise, spinning out any debris. And then take that light up again, up into the soul star, through the soul star, above into the I Am Presence and Source, Sun, Energy, Creator itself. You're connected. Link that round in a circle. Come back down through the 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th chakra. Bring it into the heart. And just see that energy, that gold stream of energy as an infinity 8 within your heart, and connect it. If you have a twin flame, you can connect it with them. It's one way. Just feel this energy, and you're expanding your light. You're being responsible for your light right now. You're clearing away anything in your body and your etheric bodies. Sit in this light. Take it in. And then when you're ready, take your spirit out of body and visualize yourself on a beautiful, beautiful aqua-colored body of water. And just see anything that doesn't belong just streaming out of your balloon of light. Clear it all out and know that it's just going to form sedimentation as a rock in the sea to be transmuted into light. From there, take your light body, take it for a ride through the skies, the universes, anywhere you want to go. Ask questions here. Get guidance. This is where you connect with your higher self, your I Am Presence, your God self, your angels, orbs. Any kind of guidance you need is here. And eventually you just come back down into your body, and you're on a beautiful landscape of grass with blue sky around you. And come into your body and visualize what your body now looks like at its perfected state of health. What changes do you see in your body that you long for and are going to change? Who do you see that's with you now? And take a trip here to wherever you want to, whatever you can imagine is what you can create in your life. And here is where you create your new life. Spend a good 15, 20 minutes in this situation, creating and creating and creating. And each day you can add more as life changes and your imagination increases, and you learn that your imagination is co-creating your life. Come back into your body now. Bring your spirit back in through the crown. And know that these changes are happening within your DNA now. And you are new and golden. And open your eyes.
Thank you. Beautiful. Because every time you said light and energy and activation, it's like the words themselves are charged. Mm-hmm. And when you say it, I create a picture of it, a vision of it. I think it fills me. And I think because you are there, other people can say those words and they wouldn't have the same charge, but because you had an experience of that, mm-hmm. you are activating those words with the frequency of your experience. So then I'm getting that as well.
Yeah.
Because you really have experienced yourself as light.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'm activating your light.
Right, because you're talking from that experience.
Yeah.
So then I'm having that experience as well.
Yes, and not talking, being.
Being it, and then I'm feeling it as well, and that makes a difference. Mm-hmm. That makes it charging somebody else. You know, you have a candle, you're lighting a light, mm-hmm. and that candle is lit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that.
Exactly.
So I think that's really beautiful. And then once we're lit up, we can start to light up other people.
And this is where magic comes in. Like I said, I wanted to stress on to people in this talk about technology and how spirit communicates with us through technology. It's an easy way of communicating.
Yes.
So spirit is going to send you signs, whether it's numbers, songs, messages over and over, people that you need to connect with, manipulate your surfing on Facebook, for example, to something you need to see. And this is not a coincidence. This is your higher self or other beings, once you ask them to show you, showing you things.
So if something doesn't work out, let's say we do a program, doesn't show up, maybe that's because there's another level of awareness that's supposed to happen.
That is supposed to happen.
So if something doesn't work out, it's like...
You have to go, you know what, this is happening for a reason.
And right.
Yes.
And it's always for a higher reason.
It is.
But we get attached
yes.
to, oh, I want it to happen this way, or it's supposed to happen this way. And then we get stuck in the old personality.
Yeah, but if you think of the concept as time as being an illusion, then you can get past it easier.
Well, it still has a hard time when things don't work out right and it's like the human part shows up. But then we see, okay, there is a higher purpose because it is all here to work out for us, I think. We're being gifted with this moment of joy and creation.
Everything is exactly joy and creation, and everything, there's no mistakes or accidents.
And so if we resist that because we want to think it's supposed to happen this way, we're blocking the flow of what is. But that's the battle between the personality and the magic, right?
Yes. Yeah, you're right on.
But how do we change? How do we stop the personality from trying to interfere with the way it wants things done? You know, that's a big thing.
Well, first you say it out loud. Ego, you know what? You're not in the driver's seat anymore.
What is in the driver's seat then?
The higher self, the heart energy.
And the natural order of things, the natural flow of existence is in the driver's seat. It's like we're here to be in the flow.
Yeah.
And when we try to swim against the flow,
it's painful. Especially when you get into higher dimensions.
Right. So if you got to resist that, it's more painful for you.
Yeah, I'm finding that it's less and less. It comes and goes really quickly. You know, for an example, I could be disappointed about something, but it will dissipate very quickly because my vibration will dissipate it, but I can't stay in that resistance.
But you still have a personality, right? That wants certain things, likes certain things. How does the higher spirit deal with the personality that has its own wants and likes?
You just stay in the moment and you follow your creativity and what you want to do in every moment.
Right, but what you want to do may not be what the spirit wants you to do. That's what I'm asking. How do you know what you are here to do, and how do you know what the higher level is here if there's a
That's an integration that takes place over time, which mine has happened where the higher self is in full management of my life, and I know that's how I live.
The higher self. So let's say the personality wants something to happen.
Yeah. Then that is blocking the flow of the spiritual purpose.
So how do you let go of your wants and desires that may look like it's supposed to be a certain way?
Faith.
Faith.
Yeah.
Faith in the light and in the flow and and the faith that we're being carried by something bigger than our
human small ego mind.
Because talk about the fifth dimension and living there, because I think that's really where that happens. Talk about how that exists. How does existence happen on that level?
From that level you're more spirit than you are human. And you start to feel more than think, you know, and you start to use other senses that you have, abilities that are beyond the five senses. And so you're seeing with a new set of eyes, third eye, and you become more empathetic. You can feel all the energy around you.
Right.
And what else? You become telepathic, so you communicate without speaking. Your words are less, which you don't feel the need to speak as much to people because you can telepath, but not everyone's there, so.
Right, but there's that split, though, for people who know that this is possible, and then there's the people who are really resistant, saying, no, this doesn't this is not true, this is not real.
Then that happens like oil and water. I couldn't sit and have a conversation with someone resisting what I'm saying.
Because it just wouldn't feel good.
My flow wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be able to speak. I would shut down.
It actually hurts.
Yes.
It actually is painful.
It is, and I just actually did a blog on that, how I had a meeting with very ego-based, motivated people on the surface, and I felt really dense energy, and I couldn't communicate as properly as I like because their density was weighing me down.
Right.
So the light will lift you up, and when you become into the higher dimensions, you have to keep your vibration there.
So how are the Arcturians helping us and all these ET beings? How are they assisting us in our evolution?
I think with their technology that they can bring, I think that there's been a really big war going on between the light and the dark. They've been involved in keeping the light as the warriors.
What kind of technology?
I don't tap into much of that. I just know that their technology is way beyond anything that we could imagine. But they're bringing it into the new indigo children who will further that in the future.
Right. So my favorite question to ask is, how does the future look? How do you see the world? How do you see
I see the world as a heaven on earth where it's going to be harmony, kindness, love, creation from the heart, and more of a community unity work field going on.
When will this happen? I mean, it's happening.
It's starting now. So with the structures of the schools, the economical, the governments, it's all being dissolved, and we're in the midst of it right now. The first to go will be the political and governmental situation.
So what's your next step?
My next step is to get my first book released so that I can start teaching on a global scale.
And what is that book?
It's, if I pick the name correctly, it's going to be The New Earth Goddess, Seishore Grace, Introducing Myself.
Right.
And the term goddess comes from because we are all God's selves. And in the ancient worlds, gods and goddesses were the ones who were working and heading up the world. And we're back now to do the same thing. Call us angels, goddesses, ascended masters, whatever. Yeah.
Well, I see you traveling around the world teaching, spreading the light, really activating people with this meditation we just did. It's a sort of activation. I mean, I feel a clearing of my mind, I feel like more peace, coming into the interview a little stressed and then like boom, So how can people get a hold of you?
Through my website or my YouTube channel, and it's ownmindbodyspirit.com. And you can find on my website my email address and contact me. I'll be sharing a lot of my messages through books and other avenues.
I've been talking to a beautiful being here, Shelley Sullivan. You're located in Canada. I won't hold that against you. There's some nice people in Canada. No, I mean, it's one world, so I think the idea of countries is dissolving.
Yeah, the lines that separate our global Earth is all an illusion.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, very nice of you to come down from Canada. And I look forward to hearing from you.